They talk about it. They talk about it. They talk about it. They talk about it. They talk about it.
Welcome back to She Could Talk the Podcast. I am your host, Gangalee. Hey! And that's Gangalee on all streaming platforms. If you're looking for the music, you know, we got I Still Love You out there. We got Innovate out there. Hey! Or you can just go over to the website. That's www.doerecords.com. But right over here on YouTube is where we come to react to everything. We react to music, crime, whatever's trending in the social media sphere. If it's TikTok, YouTubers, whatever it is, if they're talking about it, we're talking about it, okay? All right. So today, I wanted to react to Tory Lanez. He dropped an album last week called Peterson. I thought it was dope. Yeah. So this artist right here is one of the hardest artists that it has been for me to react to. So if this even makes it to YouTube, because YouTube, I love you guys. Sending you guys that e-kiss. If you let it go through, this will be me reacting to Tory Lanez lawyer fees. But I've reacted to quite a few songs, you know, over the last couple of years, and music is getting a little bit more intense up here with doing so. But I noticed there are a couple of artists, and I won't go through a list. Maybe I'll save that for another episode. But it's certain artists where they just don't let fly. So we'll see. We'll see. Once again, another e-kiss for you too, because I love you and I don't want no problems. But I'm gonna try it. So this is Tory Lanez, lawyer fees. I feel like in a weird way I have a weird affinity to Tory Lanez. I do. Both Jamaican. He's Jamaican. I'm Jamaican. He has family in the Bronx. So do I. He has family in Canada. So do I. I don't know. I just feel like he's always been the underdog in music, but he's super talented. I relate to that. Now, some people might, you know, I don't like to, you know, toot my own horn with the music. I like my music to speak for itself. So go check it out. And you tell me what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I like to feel like I'm an underdog too. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not the norm, you know? He's not the norm. He steps out the box and will try something different. And that's what I've always liked about him. When we first went into the whole quarantine for the C word, you know how they do. I don't know how they still be acting about that up here, but 2020, quarantine time. He did quarantine radio. Do y'all remember that? I watched it. It was like a lot of different people popped up around the time for me because we were home. So Tiger King on Netflix, that was a big thing. Quarantine radio with Tory Lanez was a big thing. D Nice DJing on Instagram, that became a thing. Versus, when the original Versus, when Swiss Beats and Timbaland were in their cars playing beats on the stereo or plugging their phone into the aux cord on IG, the organic stuff. Kevin Samuels rating the chicks and telling them how horrible they are, and telling them he could tell they don't have a man in their house because the fire alarm is beeping. Just madness. All entertaining stuff during that quarantine time. And he was on the list. He had people calling into his show, calling, you know, to dance, not really calling in, but, you know, plugging in live or whatever, you know, joining his lives and dancing. And you're like, okay, this makes sense. You know, everyone, like, the radio the next morning would talk about Tory Lanez quarantine radio from the internet. Then he had a thing where he would be on YouTube and he'll go live and he'll craft the beat from the first sample all the way through, from the first note all the way through to the beat is complete. Then he'll turn around and put the hook up there, record the song, and that was entertaining because that's what I do, you know. So that touched me. Like, I love this dude. This dude is underrated. He's super talented. A lot of people are like, oh, he's Canada, or he's Canadian, and a lot of people are like, oh, he wants to be like Drake. And he said it at his at one point in time that Drake was his idol, or he looked up to Drake, and he would his one of his goals were to collab with Drake. I don't know if it happened. I don't know. Hopefully, it'll happen in the future, right? Because they both had obstructions on their journey that might maybe make them reconsider and join forces. Hopefully, maybe, I don't know. But he put out an album from jail, like 22 tracks. And then you can go all over. There's a lot of reactors reacting to it. But what I wanted to react to was lawyer fees. First of all, every one of these songs do not sound like he recorded them from jail or in jail. So we were breaking it down, and then we were like, I don't know. Like, I've never been to jail, so I don't know how that works. But I'm thinking, like, I've known that they've had like MP3 players and tablets and laptops. Maybe they're giving them recording equipment too, or recording software, so they can record on, that to me is productive. I'd rather you give them recording equipment and instruments than, what I'm saying, having them be idle in there doing violent things to each other, right? So however he recorded this, that's something that I'm curious about, because it's super, super great quality and I like it. But I wanted to react to lawyer fees, get into it, because I am a Tory Lanez fan, so sue me. And I wanted to get into it and just see what he's talking about. And then from here, of course, I will give my commentary along the way. So let's go.
The money on me right now. A nigga down bad pocket light now.
I can't let it go. Hey.
So I told you to pick it up right now. Knowing I ain't got the money on me right now. Couple of you niggas getting psyched out, but I told you to go. Meetings with niggas that I don't wanna meet up with. Caught up with situations I don't wanna be open. Don't try to blame me for the fool when you know I told you to wait. Guess I can see it in my sight now. You leeching on a nigga tryna bite down. I ain't got the money on me right now, but I told you to wait. I did the math, I figure how these bitches gon' get it. See, when you adding up your cash, they just come on with it. You even make a division from all these pussy niggas. But when that paper starts subtracting and you backed in, you was stacking, life caught you lack.
I don't know if y'all hearing him. The vibe that I'm getting from it, he's like talking to the girl and saying like, I can't get with you right now. You know what I'm saying? Cause he gotta get some stuff going. So let's listen a little bit more.
Down so bad you even had to hit the jewel and go turn your ice back in. Trap niggas know it ain't nothing worse than that shit.
He said he had to go back to the jeweler and turn his ice back in. Trap niggas know that's the worst feeling. Basically, you had to go pawn your jewelry. So this whole song right here is him basically saying like how he's, selling his jewelry. He's trying to do everything he can to stay afloat because he got these lawyer fees. He still got family he got to take care of. But let me make sure I'm hearing it correctly. Let's go back.
I told you to pipe down, 'cause I ain't got the money on me right now. A nigga down bad pocket light now.
He said, I need you to pipe down. I think he's like talking to his shorty, right? And he's like, I need you to pipe down because I don't got the money right now. My pocket's really light now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's trying to get back on track.
I can't let it show.
And he can't let it show.
I told you to pick it up right now. Knowing I ain't got the money on me right now. Couple of you niggas getting psyched out, but I told you to go. I don't have the money that you need from me. No, I don't.
He said he do not have the money that you need from him. He don't.
It's embarrassing to think that I should be reminded.
It's
Rent is due, the bills are due, the law get paid in due timing. Gotta get my feet back on the ground and go and get mine. Situation with niggas I don't wanna deal with.
Okay.
Family and friends I feel like I'm paying bills too. Never expressing the problems a nigga dealing with, and this time I know I'm in deep. 'Cause last month it was cheap, this month it's not cheap. Let it ever show, not me. 'Cause if I go broke, I come right back, same door next week. On God, I told you to pipe down. 'Cause I ain't got the money on me right now. I look it down, bad pocket like now. I can't let it go.
I don't even know the words yet, but whatever.
Knowing I ain't got the money on me right now. Couple of you niggas getting psyched out, but I told you to go.
Yeah, I like it. The reason why I chose to react to that song, yo, it's crazy the time it dropped and everything, but the reason why I chose to react to this song because I could relate to that, right? You know, people see you, like I just ran down like how I enjoyed watching him quarantine radio on YouTube. People see you, right? And they want to get whatever you got, get close to you, right? And depending on the type of person you are, right? You could be a Tory Lanez type of person pre Megan situation where he was a very friendly guy. Like I've heard, you know, here and there, but for the most part, he's always seemed like he's smiling, always seemed, you know, happy about life, happy about music, right? You heard one or two things here and there, but nothing that I could really, that sticks out to me, honestly, right? But he would invite anyone on his show. He would go hang out with anyone. You know, that's how he ended up in the pool with Kylie and Megan that night. You know what I'm saying? So he's that guy that he's gonna be friendly and he's gonna like open arms. Hey, come on, like let's hang out. You know, and it kind of didn't work in his favor with this last situation here that landed him where he's at. And I think that this album is showing his growth. He's super talented, right? So this is just like crazy. But I also feel like you could hear the emotional intelligence growth or the growth of emotional intelligence, right? Before it was about being everywhere, and maybe priorities might have a little been out of whack a little bit, you know. But it seems like he's getting it together. So shout out to Tory Lanez there. Shout out to Tory Lanez. For me, I could relate to it because the lesson I would tell everyone out there is you got to be careful with who you let around you. You know, you got to be careful of who you let have your phone number, your address, who you let invite over to the pool in Tory Lanez's case, or, you know, whose house you go over to, you know, whose invite you accept. You know, we got to be careful these days because a lot of people come smiling and everything, and it's just to tear you down, just to take what you have because they don't know how you got it. So they don't want you to have it, right? And I think that the whole situation that Tory Lanez is going through is a classic example of that, you know, being too friendly, too open, too letting people in. And in this song, he's saying he's having to pawn jewelry and sell everything to continue to take care of his family. He said his family feel like a bill. You know, he's telling the shorty, he told her to go, like, I need you to go because I can't take care of you. He said, yo, the worst feeling is having to turn in your ice because I need the money for the fees, for the lawyer fees, right? Something that happened that could have not happened, hence you filtered and vetted your circle, right? So I'm very big on that these days. Filter and vet your circle, okay? I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is, from blood to mud. Filter your circle. Okay, because people will really try, see you out here, see what you're doing, and try to take it from you. You know? So I empathize truly with Tory Lanez. I love this joint. I thought it was a great song. I think it's a great album. It's a great album. Peterson or Mr. Peterson, I don't know, check it out. But very, very great album, beginning to end. Listen to it. No struggle on the ears at all. So I recommend. So shout out to Tory Lanez, sending him prayers because I can only imagine, just listening to the lyrics of this song, I could only imagine. And tell me guys, what do y'all think? Am I reaching? Should we not vet our circle? Do y'all fuck with every family member and every homegirl from kindergarten still? Or do y'all vet your circle? You know what I'm saying? Do you tell everybody at work your business or do you vet your circles? Right? I think we should. I do. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I had to learn lessons in order to reinforce. But you gotta do it, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So if not, you're gonna end up with lawyer fees, like Tory Lanez. All right. So until next time, y'all, it's your girl. You know my motto. If you like anything I do, tell a friend. If you don't like anything I do, tell a friend, because it doesn't hurt either way, all right? And from my lips to your ears, I love you. You know that. And you need to love you. So tell yourself you love you, reinforce that within, and then go out there and spread that love. Be good to each other, all right? Until next time, it's your girl, Gangali. She Could Talk the podcast. Peace.
They talk about it. They talk about it.